patients. We individualize their treatment plan. We take our time and use our manual therapy skills and our hands to actually work on every patient. These patients aren't just a number. We're actually trying to help them, and we listen to their needs and what works best for them.
LionsPTLV.com, 702-476-0222.
This is Dr. Mike Crevetti, founder of Crevetti Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And if you're experiencing pain but looking to avoid surgery or the use of narcotics, it's time to sit down with our own Dr. Tomas Kuchera. He's double board certified in anesthesia and pain medicine and committed to providing diagnosis and treatment plans for each patient's specific needs through the use of non-narcotic based methods like physical therapy, nerve blocks, and steroid injections. Say goodbye to pain with the help of Crevetti Orthopedics. Check out our website at iCanAgain.com.
Follow us on Twitter at the LV Sportsline and at ESPN Las Vegas.
What's hot today? It's time for the Wager Talk marquee matchup of the night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
Cubs and Dodgers matching up game 2 of their series tonight. Last night, Cubs got out of the gate with 3 in the first inning against Clayton Kershaw, and they never scored again. Dodgers come back, get the 7-3 victory. That's now 18-1 for the Dodgers in Kershaw's last 19 starts dating back to last season. Dodgers are the chalk again tonight as they face the Cubbies. And Ralph, the Cubs are having a lot of problems winning games away from Wrigley Field.
I have a number, 4-11 the last 15 is actually that number. And as an away dog, how about this? They're 2-14. The Cubs is an away favorite, 12-4. So if you are playing the favorite when the Cubs are on the road, you are 26-6.
And they're the dog again tonight because Rich Hill, who at least for the time being is staying healthy for the Dodgers. Now that we'll put an asterisk next to that because Rich Hill is one of the most injury-prone pitchers in baseball. But for the time being, he's healthy. He's getting, in my opinion, into sharper form. Mainly because he's able to pile up innings right now without taking a break to go to the injured list. And I think he can make life tough on the Cubs tonight. Not like the Dodgers are tearing the cover off the ball recently, but they're such a deep and talented team. If they get any kind of good pitching, it's really tough to knock them off.
They are such a consistent home favorite for the second straight year. This year they're 26-7 as a home favorite. That's plus 15.3 units. So in 33 games you're up 15 units betting them with minus $1.73 average line. Last 2 years, 44-14. Rich Hill, his last 6 starts, 5 runs allowed. Just pitching as well as anyone. The Dodgers are the one team that something extraordinary has to happen for me to play against them when they're at home.
Really, it's almost to play against them anywhere because their pitching they don't have a bad starting pitcher. And I know that bullpens now comprise a bigger percentage of the game than they ever have before in terms of the innings pitched. But you still have to, at least for me, you're still starting with the starting pitching. And on the Dodgers, there's just no weak link. And it makes it really tough to make a case against them.
Rube, Buehler, Mahida. I mean, one after one after one. You're right. You never get that easy day. You're never facing a true fifth starter. No. I mean, most teams have 2 of them in their 5-man rotation. Most teams are have 2 or 3 guys that are studs, and then not even studs at this point.
Well, I mean, it ought to be half the teams in baseball. It's not there yet, but it's probably going to get to be that number soon enough. Teams that the back ends of their rotation are so weak, they've decided to go to the opener route because it means less times through the order for a weak starting pitcher, and it just gives you a little better chance to win the baseball game. So Tampa's not the only one using the opener now. It's a whole bunch of teams. And, in fact, look at the Rangers tonight. They have a bullpen day. It's going to be all bullpen guys for Texas
they
tonight.
demoted Smiley.
Yep.
He just wasn't pitching well enough. And is he going to pitch in the bullpen? They don't know. I read the paper this morning. They're not sure what they're going to do with him, but he just wasn't worth starting.
They can send him and Shelby Miller to the mound at the same time and just forfeit those games. Yeah, boy. Before we get to wager talk, the Aces are in action tonight. The Las Vegas Aces, and a peculiarity in the line from one game to the next game involving the Aces.
We talked yesterday with the Warriors how there was value. because they were without Thompson. They were laying a number. With Thompson, they were laying 1 point more.
Right.
Well, this is early in the season, and WNBA teams, the Aces go from an expansion team to a favorite by getting one player. So Vegas doesn't know what they have. But in their last game, they were at New York, and they were an 11-point favorite. They lost that game by double digits. Yep. Today, they're laying 12. I think that line climbed to 12.5. So in my thought process looking at it, I did the NBA play yesterday. It barely eked in a win, but a win was a win. Right now, the Aces are 2-3, and while they're giving up a lot of points, they have the number one defense as far as shooting percentage is concerned in the WNBA. So they're playing good defense, but they're getting higher scoring games because of the pace they play. But then I look back, and the home favorites, double-digit home favorites in the WNBA, only 40.8% the last 5 years. So it isn't good. So I just laid off the game with no play. But, Ari, we can hear about the Aces right here, correct?
Yes, 7 p.m. pregame and 7:30 p.m. broadcast. We do all the home games right here on ESPN.
It is dollar lame beer night tonight. I looked it up when I went to the Las Vegas Aces page.
Well, if it's a beer night, I imagine you'll be there.
Well, dollar beer is a good reason for me to go.
There you
go.
Support your local team and have several beers to honor them. We should point out, by the way, First Pitch, which is a daily presentation on Wager Talk. We had some technical problems the last couple of days. They will be rectified, and it'll be up every day starting on Monday. We run down every night game on the schedule every single day. Other great stuff going on at WagerTalk.com as well.
We have the First Pitch newsletter, which is up every day. Again, the hot knot we talked about, looking at current form in baseball, that's up every Monday. And I'll be adding more and more college football information daily. Check it out. Look, Monday, I expect to have my returning starters up and posted with my power ratings Monday or Tuesday at WagerTalk.com.
Oosthuizen has birdied, I believe, the first hole, so he is now one stroke in the back of Justin Rose. The other -5s are staying at -5 for the time being to update on the U.S. Open. Time for us to check out our Lions Physical Therapy Play of the Day.
It's the LPT Play of the Day. Tonight's best bet from Lions Physical Therapy. Your 5-star rated specialists.
We had John Lyons in studio a couple weeks ago talking about the new location that's opened up out in this neighborhood. And you can check that out at LionsPTLV on Twitter or at that website, LionsPTLV.com. John was talking about the Durant injury and how these guys know what they're talking about. He said this is one of those injuries that could get worse if you come back too soon before the strain, which is a partial tear, is healed. It did. I mean, I'm sure John feels lousy about being right about that, but he was right about it.
It shows his knowledge.
Yeah, and that's why Lions Physical Therapy is your best bet if you're coming out of surgery and need rehab. If you had an auto accident where you got injured and need to do some rehabbing, they're the people to contact. They've got the best reputation in town. It's as simple as that. Lions Physical Therapy. We talked about this game earlier. White Sox and Yankees. There's not going to be many times where I'm going to look to take the White Sox and have to lay even a few cents against the New York Yankees. But Lucas Giolito is pitching at an otherworldly level right now. CC Sabathia isn't. The Yankees are not in great form right now. This is one of those times where I think present form trumps long-term form. And I'm going to go with the White Sox for the Lions Physical Therapy Play of the Day.
They're right now minus the $1.05, one of the current lines. So it's gone up. It's been back and forth in that range. But you're getting a team we talked about. 21-9 as a favorite, 11-4 this year as a home favorite. They know how to win. They have one of the best young pitchers pitching well. And, again, CC's done well at home, but on the road he certainly has struggled.
Yeah, and he wasn't very good last week against the Cleveland Indians. Staked to an early lead in that game and couldn't hold it, and tweaked his knee along the way, which to me is always a minor red flag for the next start. That's going to do it for the Friday edition of the Las Vegas Sportsline. Many thanks to Chuck Esposito. Great spot with the main man from Sunset Station Casinos. For Ralph Michaels and Ari Platinum, I'm Dave Cokin. Thanks a lot for listening. Really appreciate it. Hope you have yourselves a great weekend. We'll do it again on Monday. Meanwhile, if you're looking for a way to start your weekend off in style, head down to Crazy Horse 3 for today's edition of Cofield & Company. Open bar for 3 hours. Are you kidding? That is the place to be. I'm Dave Cokin. Have a great weekend. See you later.